Hey viewers, I'm in Miri, Sarawak. I'm actually here for a corporate photography and videography class for one of the world's biggest petroleum company, Shell. That's right, if your company wants to learn photography, videography, editing, you have come to the right place. Visit my website because we provide trainings like this. So you can fully claim this with the HRDC funds that you have. And the good news is we have decided to stay back for one more day in Miri to do a YouTube tutorial here. And my genius producer Yi Chong thought that he's gonna throw a wrench to this. He's gonna give me one APS-C camera which is used with the second-hand value of this. I can only use one flash. I will not get any modifier, no softbox, no umbrella, no light stand, and do all my shoot. And he wants a fashion shoot even. But thank God, I get the beautiful violinist. And if you think that that is bad enough, look at where I had to start at 2 p.m. The places you guys put me is really odd. This is so embarrassing. Out of nowhere, we have to do a photo shoot. So, of all the places, I've decided to have violinist standing there. And I chose this because it's a complete blue sky with a tree line at the back. And I'm gonna do two shots that may work here. The first one is going to be natural lighting because it's so bright. The time now is 2 p.m. exactly. Who the hell shoot photo at 2 p.m.? Well, I thought it could work because I thought violinists look kind of bright and fair, despite the fact that the background is dark. But look at the amount of shadow that we have on the face. So this doesn't really cut it like a passion catalog shoot outdoor. And that's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to have the mode on my flash to be TTL compensated to nothing, 0. And then this is my setting. So honestly, today the TTL kind of surprised me that despite the distance we're having like what, 10 meters? All right, next less than ideal location that you guys got to throw at me. The biggest challenge of this place is midday and it's really hot and the sun is like shining down directly on Violinist's face. And speaking of that, did you watch this highly popular episode on our YouTube channel, How to Shoot in the Midday Sun? And I promise you, we're gonna get shadow under the nose and deep set eyes because of the shadow. So I need to fire a flash. And like I mentioned earlier, you would want to fire a flash TTL first and see how that works out. Now the distance is a good 20 meters. That's where she stands. I can clearly think that TTL won't work, but my ISO is 100 f2 and my shutter speed is like 8,000. This is how the shot looks like with the TTL. You notice that it barely has enough power. So if you watch this episode on YouTube, I spoke about the disadvantage of TTL. Go watch this. And at the same time, if you're a premium courses subscriber, we dive even deeper how you can overcome this by using a manual flash. Instead of using TTL, I'm flipping this to manual mode. So when I was using TTL, I get this blinking. So now I'm putting this on half power. Not enough power. So now this is full power. Here's the simple rule I can tell you. When your shutter speed is that high, that means the sun is really that bright. The only thing you can do is to go full power. Wow. Look at this. Despite the fact that she is already so bright and shiny because the sun is there, I'm still gonna fire a flash and see how that, because I'm given a flash, I should fire a flash. Bring this down to 0 on compensation. Alright, I'm gonna increase the compensation to +1 on a TTL. Good. I'm gonna try and see how a wide angle looks like on this. Right, so I'm going to my camera here. I'm activating the active delighting to extra high. Let's go crazy. And then set the picture control to vivid where the color is stronger. I like this. Turn your face back to me a little bit more. Right, no, turn there a little bit. That's beautiful. 1, 2, go. Wow, overexposed. One stop up. Chin down a little bit. Good. Beautiful. Right. Okay, 1, 2. So if you take a look at this photo, 2 problems. The one that we learned earlier is that when you're using manual flash, despite the fact that you're going nearer or further from your subject, the flash would not know, unlike TTL, which means that I'm overexposed. Zoom in and take a look at the nose. You barely can see the nose. That means she is 3 stops overexposed. The second thing is that I was holding the flash this way, and that casted a shadow on her chest. So you can fix this problem by holding your flash and your camera this way. So that provides an entry to the subject's face. So I'm going to bring this down from half power. 1 stop down is 1/4, 2 stops down is 1/8, and then last stop down, the third stop, is 1/16. And right, let's do that pose again. Beautiful. Look at that. Who would have believed this is manual power flash, right? Okay, so this shot looks like 2 stops underexposed. That's because I stepped further away. That's the disadvantage of not using TTL. I'm gonna try TTL now and boost the power up to 1 full stop and see how that turns out. Good. Wow, look at that. This is fantastic. I'm gonna darken the background a little bit. So the shutter speed is 1/800. I'm just gonna go 1 more stop darker, 800 to 1600. A little bit too dark now. Chin down a little bit. Right, that's good. Oh, zoom in. Whenever you have reflective glasses, take a look. That's the ugly Andrew. So how you can manage this is you can digitally remove this or have your subject turn right. That's nice. Stay there. Beautiful. I'm gonna do f2.8, ISO 100, shutter speed 1600. Wow. Looks a little bit underexposed, so I'm gonna flip to the histogram. Hey viewers, check out my e-learning website here where we have a whole course on histogram. It's one of the most useful courses, and it won't be as easy as you think actually to master histogram, because you look at the number of videos and courses that you have in this course. Take this and you're gonna master exposure. Post-shoot, you're gonna know whether you're over and under. So yep, she's a little bit underexposed, which means that I'm gonna bring up the compensation of my flash to plus 1.3. Smile a little bit now. 1, 2, yeah, nice. Right. Again, you see the shadow on the hand. Flip it this side. So instead of doing it this way, turn it this way, and that provides an entry for the flash to her pose. No more ugly shadow on the chest now. Hey viewers, thanks for watching. I only request you to do 3 things. The first thing is head down to our comment section. Tell us what you think of this video, the tips and tricks that you learn, and what you want to learn in the coming episode. Second thing, you see this little button that we have here? Subscribe to us. So they have more subscribers and we're going to look better, right? We can't be having like 221,000 subscribers. And the third thing, head on to my e-learning website here. Check out my e-learning courses. the ProCert program that guides you how to become a professional photographer completely and get certified, and at the same time check out the all access and premium courses. Till then, I'd like to say thank you and
bye-bye.
this is the first time you shoot photo so hot, right? 有吗？ Okay, I know you suffer, but your face can tell you suffer. Don't suffer so much. Happy a bit.